Hello everyone, this is Keith from the Solo Gamers Club, and welcome to the channel. As you saw from the title card, this video is a preview of my upcoming 5th season for the Alone in the Shadows of Brimstone series. I'll start by going over some of the changes that I've made to the system. To begin, I've gone through the D1000 hazard table and I've corrected some grammatical errors that I've found. In addition, I've made some slight tweaks to some of the entries, especially those that could permanently reduce a hero's health, sanity, defense, or willpower. In my previous season, my posse was struck early in the campaign with a very damaging encounter against the mutant Bandito, which permanently reduced the health of 2 of my 3 heroes. I think my initial efforts in producing the customized hazard table were a bit too aggressive, and it made overland travel too difficult, and my heroes could not develop properly. So I've decided to limit the potential losses of these types of critical damage to 1 point, or rarely 2 points. Incidentally, all of the files to play this variant can be found on the BBG site in the City of the Ancients page in the Files section, under the title Alone in the Shadows of Brimstone. I'll be posting the new elements that I'll be discussing later in this video there as well. My next change came as a revamping of the initiative board. I added a 10 column. I was short on that, I noticed, and this board really helps me in doing the playthroughs. I don't lose track of things quite as easily now that I have this initiative track. I'm constantly having a pawn, and I start with the hold back the darkness segment, and then I set the pawn down to the next highest initiative and make sure that all of those characters or enemies operate, and then you move on to the next one, and then the end of the round that reminds me to use any special actions that the characters might have, like healing or tokens or anything else. So that really helped me in keeping the game kind of together. Another revision was my hero status board, and this here allows me to display the current statistics of the characters without having to put a graphic up on the screen. This is it's analog, of course, because what I'm going to have is a 20-sided dice in those the health and sanity levels, and then this would show how much health or wounds or sanity damage that the characters have, how many points of corruption they have, and the current grit that they have. So it makes it a lot easier for me when I'm filming to do it in this fashion. My next revision involved the campaign map. Now, nothing has actually changed on the map. The towns and adventure locations are identical to what was produced before, but what I did do was I added a parchment background to kind of break up that white. In my original map, it was all white in the background, and it just was a little too glaring, I think. And I just added a name to the map, Brimstone County, Arizona, and a compass rose there. As you can see, I'm not a graphic artist by any means, but I did the best that I could. My training was in land surveying, and when we produced surveying drawings, there was very little artistic application in those. It was all factual based type of information, so I never developed any artistic flair of any kind, but this is the best I could do. So I think this will be a little bit better than what we had. I also updated the travel board, and I think this looks a little bit nicer than what we had. Once again, I added a kind of a desert, sandy and rocky desert background to it, and then I just basically kind of put some color into it and to make it a little bit easier to read. Nothing has changed on this. It's still the same statistics that we have, and travel hazard chart has not changed, and I just think this might be a little bit nicer than what I had. This is, like I said, this is the best that I can do, so I think that this might be an improvement. Another thing I've done is I've kind of readjusted my filming area, and you won't notice anything in the videos, of course, but what this will allow me to do is to break down a game more quickly and then be able to set up something else and then easily return to where I left off. This is kind of important when it involves campaign-style games that are out on the table for extended periods of time. I had difficulty in being able to bring other playthroughs to the channel when I was doing these type of campaign playthroughs. So I think by adding an extra table near my filming area, I can quickly move that stuff and kind of keep it secure from being, the information being lost, and then return it back to the table when I'm ready to begin filming another chapter of Shadows of Brimstone. I posted a poll on my channel a few months ago where I asked the viewers if I should use my existing heroes for the next campaign season or create all new heroes. And the response was clearly favoring creating new heroes, 63% to 37%. So that's what I'm going to do for the new upcoming season. I've got 3 brand new characters that I've created, and I've got backgrounds for them and their NPC lists. Finally, I'm kind of kicking around a few new ideas, namely a table that would provide some kind of subtle effects in town locations. The player would make a roll on a table and uncover something interesting about the town. The roll would be made when the posse first visits the town, something like a unique trait or condition, similar to what I developed for horse traits. However, it's unlikely that this would be ready in time for the new season. Now, I'd like to ask for your help. I'm going to open the comments section for this video, and I'm requesting that the viewers that have played the system, that they could offer their comments on several key design questions that I have. The list is somewhat lengthy, but I'd be grateful for the informed opinions of those who have actually played the game. So to those veteran viewers of the series, I pose the following questions. Number 1, please list any travel hazards from the D1000 chart that you feel could be improved or should be outright replaced. Number 2, do changes need to be made to the layout of the campaign map? Should we change any of the routes or take out some of the waypoints? Those type of questions. Number 3, do you feel the probabilities for hazards contained in the overland travel table are A, too frequent, B, not frequent enough, or C, just right? Number 4, are the new overland supply rules, those using the supply dice system, an improvement, or were the original rules superior? Number 5, do you enjoy the NPC system, and if not, how do you feel it could be improved? Should the chances of an NPC encounter be increased, decreased, or eliminated altogether? And finally, number 6, could the rumor token system that generates missions for the heroes be improved or expanded? If so, what changes would you recommend? I'd like to thank everyone in advance for the suggestions that might improve the system for everyone. I'm not sure when the new season will start, as I have some prep work left to complete, but it will hopefully be within a few weeks. I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone that has followed the Alone in the Shadows of Brimstone series over the years. I've enjoyed bringing you the videos, and I hope you found them entertaining. I look forward to reading your developmental suggestions in the comments section. My mission on this channel has always been to promote the virtues of solo gaming and to help make it as fulfilling as possible. So that's about it for this video. I'm going to close out with some screenshots of the 3 heroes that I've created for the upcoming campaign and their backgrounds. And I'll give you a look at this quest that I've developed for the opening mission for the new season. It's called The Search for the Lost City of Sitlapia. And it's kind of an interesting thing that I kind of dreamt up, and we'll see how it plays out. In the meantime, though, I wanted to thank everyone for watching, and as always, have a safe and pleasant evening. Thanks, and have a good evening.